In this tutorial, I'll begin by sketching the vessel in 2D before transitioning to a 3D model in AutoCAD. So start the drawing by clicking this drop-down arrow and click New for a new drawing. And I'm using AutoCAD 3D template for metric units because I'm using millimeters, and click Open. I'm just gonna adjust the screen or the windows to allocate a space for my reference drawing, which is this one. And make sure to work on parallel projection by clicking this drop down arrow and select parallel. And I'm going to start working from front view, which is this drawing here. Now I'm going to start drawing a rectangle. So go to draw panel inside the ribbon, select rectangle, click here, move your cursor to the right and enter 3000, then comma, and 1400 for the height, and enter. I derived the dimension of the dish head from this formula. So D stands for diameter of the vessel, which is 1400. So the height is D divided by 4 plus SF. So diameter divided by 4 is 350 plus 50. So SF is this given straight flange, and for the crown radius is diameter of the vessel times 0.9048. So this is the crown radius, and for the knuckle radius, which is this one, is diameter times 0.173. Straight flange is given, and as you can see here, D stands for the diameter of the vessel. Now, I already created a dish head layer, so it's easier to separate the color. And I'm gonna draw a line. So L for line from midpoint, go sideways for 400. And create a circle, 1266.72, and enter. And move this one from quadrant to in point. I'm going to draw a line from in point and go sideways and trim. So TR for trim command, enter twice. Click that one, click this unwanted segment, this one. We only need half. And for the knuckle radius, I'm going to use to create this curve here. I'm going to use fillet. So inside the modify panel, select fillet command. Right click, select radius option and enter 242.2 and enter. Click this line and click this arc. Now I'm going to create another line from in point to in point. Now I'm going to join the segments by typing J for join command, enter, and just window the whole thing. Now this is one object. Now revolve this object by typing REV for revolve command, enter, and select the object to revolve, right click, enter, and specify axis start point. I'm going to start from here or here and go sideways. Make sure it's straight, and or maybe to be safe, turn on your ortho mode and go sideways. You can either enter 0 or 360 degrees and enter. Now I could, I'm just gonna mirror this one. Mirror. And specify first point of mirror line. Click that midpoint and go upward and select no. I created a new layer, a separate layer for the nozzles. So click this drop down arrow and select nozzles to make it current. Now I'm gonna hide these two. So select the two objects, right click, hover over isolate and select hide objects. Now I'm going to draw a line from the corner of the seam line to the center of the nozzle. So this is going to be the guide. So in point, go sideways and enter 850 units. And the outside projection from the outside diameter of the vessel is 150 units to the face of this nozzle. So another line from in point, go upward for 150. Now, hold down the shift key and the wheel of your mouse and move this slightly and change the direction of your Z-axis vector. So inside the coordinates panel, select Z-axis, click anywhere on the screen and move it upward. So Z is the direction of the extrusion. So now I'm going to create a circle with a diameter of 343. I'm just going to bring this closer. So C for circle, snap that in point, type D for diameter option and enter 343. Now extrude this circle. So EXT for extrude command, select the circle, enter and move downward for the thickness here is, just give me a sec, 29. Maybe change this one to X-ray so it's easier to visualize. So EXT for extrude command, select the circle, go downward for 29. And create a circle. So I could delete this now. This is just a guide. C for circle, snap the center, type D for diameter option and enter 252, which is this one here. Another circle, snap the center, type D for diameter option and enter 219. Now move the smaller circle. You can click anywhere as base point and move it downward. So the gap is 73. So enter 73. So this is the gap between these two circles. Now these two circles are now of the same size. So I'm just going to use loft command. So inside the modeling panel, click this drop down arrow and select loft. Or you can just type in loft. So that circle and select the other circle. Enter and enter again. Now, the gap here is 63 between these two lines. So what I'm going to do is just use press pull command inside the modeling panel. Select press pull, hover over this face, left click, let go of your finger, bring down your mouse for 63 units. Just going to bring this to front view. So our N1 or nozzle 1 is done. The next one would be nozzle 2 at the bottom. Alright, so another guide from in point. Go sideways for 250. Enter. And the outside projection from the outside diameter of the vessel is 150 and enter. Now again, hold down the shift key and the wheel of your mouse at the same time and move this slightly and reorient your UCS by pointing your Z-axis vector upward. You can do that by going to coordinates panel, select Z-axis and move it upward. Now the first, so this is the face that we have to draw first with a 229 diameter. So C for circle, snap the in point, type D for diameter option, enter and enter 229. And extrude this one. So just you can select extrude command inside the modeling panel, or you can type in EXT, select the object, move upward for the thickness is 24, I believe. Just give me a sec here. Yeah, it's 24. Now, I could delete this one now and draw another circle Snap the center and enter D for diameter option, enter and enter 131. Another circle, snap the center, type D for diameter option, enter and enter 114. So move the smaller circle, this one here, or maybe change this first to the wireframe. Okay, select the circle, the smaller one, right click, move, use anywhere on the screen as base point, move it upward, and the gap there is 52, and enter. So this one here. Now use loft command, you can type in LOFT, enter, select these two circles, enter and enter again. I'm just gonna bring this to X-ray. So press pull command inside the modeling panel, hover over this face. Once it's highlighted, left click, let go of your finger, move the mouse upward for 82 units. Just gonna bring this to front view and see if our nozzle is not cued. So I think we're good. Now the next nozzle would be this from this corner here. All right. Okay, another guide. So L for line, click the in point, go sideways for 150. And the outside projection is also 150, so bring this down for 150. All right. Now, C for circle. Oh, again, see the orientation of the UCS. We have to change the direction by clicking Z-axis vector, click anywhere on the screen and move it upward. C for circle, snap the in point, type D for diameter option, enter, and enter 279. And extrude this one upward for 25 units, which is a thickness. So hold down the shift key and the wheel of your mouse, move it slightly, remove this line. Draw a circle from the center. Type D for diameter option, enter, and enter 193, which is this one here. The other circle has a diameter of 168. So C for circle, snap the center, type D for diameter option, and enter 168. Now move this smaller circle, click anywhere on the screen as base point and move it upward, and the gap there is 64. So this is the gap. Now use loft command, LOFT, select this circle and this circle, enter and enter again. Now pull this face for 72 units. So use press pull command, hover over this face. Once it's highlighted, left click, let go of your finger, pull it upward for 72 units and enter. The next nozzle I'm gonna draw is N4, and N4 and N5 have the same dimension. So what I'm gonna do is just mirror this one later. So if you look at from side view, you can see these two nozzles sticking out. So this is N4, this one here, and this is N5. So I'm going to create another circle or bring this one to left view. So C for circle, click anywhere here. And as you know, the diameter of your vessel is 1,400. Diameter. So you could correct that by clicking this one, and this quick property will show, and just change it because that's radius. Change the diameter to 1,400 and enter. All right. Now, the center line projection is 724. So what I'm going to do is draw a line from center, go sideways for 724 and enter. And from this projection, you move upward for 400 to hit the face of this nozzle, the center of that nozzle. So 400. So this is where we're gonna draw the flange of the nozzle. So hold down the shift key and the wheel of your mouse at the same time. Just move it slightly and change the direction again of your Z-axis vector, and click anywhere here and point it to that direction, because that's the direction of the extrusion. All right. C. Click that in point. Type D. I'm just gonna bring this closer. Just give me a sec here. There. All right. C again. Click that in point. Type D for diameter option and enter 152. And extrude this one for 19 units, which is this one here. So EXT for extrude command, select this circle and extrude it inward for 19 units. And create a loft with a diameter of 69 and the other end is 60. So another circle. Shift right click, snap the center, type D for diameter option and enter 69. I'm just gonna remove this one. And then another circle. Snap the center, type D for diameter option and enter 60. Now, I'm gonna move this circle, the smaller one. Move. Make sure ortho mode is on. Click anywhere. Move it sideways or to your left. For the gap is 44. And enter. See this one here? Now, use loft command, LOFT. Select this circle and this circle. Enter and enter again. And this cylinder here, we can just extrude the face for 117. So I'm going to use press pull command. Hover over this face. Once it's highlighted, left click, let go of your finger, move your mouse sideways and enter 117 and enter. Here you go. And then I'm going to bring this back to left view and mirror this nozzle. So MI for mirror command. When you do that, specify first point of mirror line, click this in point, go sideways, and select no. Now I could delete this one now. And then I'm gonna move that one. Oh, this side here. So it's easy to make a mistake, so make sure to remember the mark. So this one here, so this two is near. Okay, I'm gonna check. Yeah, it's near here, this nozzle. All right, so what I'm gonna do is hide this one first, so it's easier to visualize. So hide object and move from center to the midpoint here. And as you can see here, the distance from the seam line to the center of the nozzle is 150. So I'm gonna move these two, move from, or maybe leave this one here. So just select the whole thing, press the shift key and deselect this circle, move. So we just want the two nozzles to move from that quadrant, move it to this direction for 150. See, we left the circle because we need that to extrude. The next nozzle I'm gonna draw is this manhole here. I think this is a manhole because this is very large. So what I'm gonna do first is hide this one. So select the object, hover over isolate and select hide objects. And as you can see, the face from this flange to the end or the line here, the seam line is 556. So I could just draw the distance from the midpoint. Go sideways for 556. And change the direction of the Z-axis vector to Z. Click anywhere on the screen and move it to that direction parallel to the direction of the extrusion. So C for circle from the endpoint, type D for diameter option and enter 813. So just hold down the shift key and the wheel of your mouse and just move this slightly. And type in EXT for extrude command. Select this circle and move it inside or towards that direction for the thickness is 48, which is this one here. Now the next one is create a loft. Hold down the shift key again. And I'm just going to remove this line and create another circle. Hover over the center. So just shift right click and select center just to make sure. Snap that this second cross. There are two crosses. Snap that one there because the other one is the center of that other face. So type D for diameter option, enter, and enter 701. And then create another circle, snap the center, so shift right click again, snap the center, type D for diameter option, enter, and enter 610, which is this one here. Now the gap between these two circles is 105. So what I'm gonna do is move this smaller circle, click anywhere, and make sure your ortho mode is on. We don't want our flange to get skewed. So move it towards the center or inside the vessel and enter 105. Now use loft command, LOFT. Select this circle and this circle, enter and enter again. I'm just gonna change this to shaded with edges or maybe conceptual. It's easier to see. And I'm gonna extrude this face for 42 units, which is this one here. So this time I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use press pull command. Hover over this face. Once it's highlighted, left click, let go of your finger and press it or pull it towards this direction for 42 units. And our manhole is done. So what I'm gonna do is just right click anywhere on the screen, hover over isolate and select end object isolation. Alright, the next thing I'm gonna do is extrude. Remember this circle here that we left on the end of this corner. So select that circle and extrude, or you can type in EXT first for extrude command. Select that circle, enter, and extrude it up to the quadrant of this dish. And change this one to realistic. And I'm just gonna change the color of this one to separate it from the nozzles. So I created a vessel layer here. Now it's easy to see. Here you go, and our vessel is done. And the next tutorial or the next video would be creating the saddle that supports the vessel. So I'm gonna show you how it looks. So model this one here, these two saddles. So thanks for watching. See you again. I hope you liked the video. Please comment, like, share if you can, if you like it, and then see you again.